G'day guys and welcome back to another review, and tonight I'll be reviewing the Cats and the D's. The Demons by 4 points as the final margin. So I could go seriously outrageous in this review. It's absolutely pathetic, putrid, unbelievable loss by the Cats. Lost the unlosable game from the position they were sitting in. I think I will be going pretty mental in this review as sort of a result of how it all transpired and how you get yourself in such a great position, play great footy, and then just put it down the toilet, and all of a sudden now you've got to play an away final against a roaring crowd over in Adelaide against Port. So well done again, Cats. Well done indeed. So much of this game is just purely the last quarter, because that's where it all went absolutely haywire. But yeah, like I was supposed to start the game off. D's probably had a decent portion of the play, but probably couldn't really get on the board, and we were somehow, around the mark and looking absolutely unbelievable second quarter. We thought, I was saying, yep, sweet. All right, looks like we're playing Brisbane next week, and drinking my own bathwater at half time. But yeah, what I loved about the second term, we were just able to win contest after contest, and especially in that midfield mix, were great from centre bounce, just getting Cameron and Rowan and Hawke really good looks up forward and making the D's look like an absolute second-rate side. And we're able to really put some scoreboard pressure on. Oh, this is awesome. We're kicking along. Looks like we're finally back to our best and, playing our best footy against the best teams as it counts. But honestly, just absolutely atrocious. Probably from halfway through the third term, really. And especially the final term, we just absolutely went to water. It was such a terrible loss, and one of the worst losses I've seen as a Cats fan. That's back to 2006 stuff, where you're 54 points up against West Coast in the third quarter. You just shouldn't lose from there. You're top four team in the competition. One of the best sides in it, in your home deck. 44 points up in the third term, you lose. I mean, it's just a disgusting loss. And just the manner in which it played out is just so infuriating. We did okay in sort of that second half of the, I suppose, first half of the third quarter. He's got a couple of goals next to their name. We kicked a couple, but goalless in the last quarter. We protected the game. It was just stupid. Look here. Look at this quarter here and keep trying to replicate that. Stop bloody stuffing around with a defensive mindset and trying to save the bloody game. How often does it go the wrong side when you try and save the game? It's happened time after time. 22 points up in the 2020 grand final. Let's try and save the game. 2019 prelim final. All right, cool. We're 20 up at half time. That's enough. It's okay. We'll stop them in the second half. No, that is not. Doesn't win you games. Doesn't win you premierships. And no wonder you've lost a number of chances of flag with this stupid shit football. Pathetic. It's just a disastrous loss. The D's will take so much confidence out of that, and it'll be so deflating for the Cats. I'm pretty deflated, as you can tell. And it's not just this game. The last 4 weeks have been shocking football. Yes, we've won a few games, and yes, we've got ourselves in the top four, but we should be at top of the ladder home final, not playing in Adelaide. We had destiny in our hands, and we stuffed it up against the Giants, and we've absolutely just mucked it up tonight against the D's. So, about 1,000 things went wrong in the last quarter. Just one thing had to go right, and it did not. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, including the last 30 seconds. There's just so many nuances in the final term. Credit to the D's. I understand they're a great side, and they may win the flag this year. They're great behind the ball. They've got good quality up forward as well. But Geelong are better than that. That's so stupid. Oh, they can never win comfortably, Geelong. It has to be a heart stopper every freaking game. It has to be after the siren all the damn time. Gary Rowan to beat the Dogs. Can we just have one game where it doesn't go right down to the wire? Can we just be composed? Oh my goodness. Just so much went wrong in the last quarter. The first goal is so important. The D's could get immediately first centre clearance, get it straight down. Pickett kicks it. Cool. All right. And the D's get another one quickly. All right. Now we got to change something. We can't play defensive because the D's are all out attacking here, and they have to be bold and brave with it. And they good on them for winning one of the great wins of the year and a massive upset, all considering from where they were. But Geelong, no composure, just absolutely folded under the pressure as they have done year after year, and it's just so frustrating to see. If I see it next week, I'll throw up, honestly. Footy's great, but also just brings out the best and worst. I can definitely say that. It's just such a uncharacteristic loss. Maybe it is characteristic. Maybe that's where I've gone wrong here. But yeah, just the fumbling and the players falling over, D's getting field position, clearance after clearance. Could someone step up, a leader step up, do something. Change the game. Say, no, this is not how it's going. We're winning this. But we just protected the lead for the whole quarter, and the D's were, coming the whole time. The Cats were just hanging on. Oh, let's chip it around. 3 minutes to go, chip it around. You've got to kick another goal. I'm not a coach, but you've got to kick another goal. What are you doing? Why are you trying to protect the lead? The moment you go defensive is the moment it goes to smithereens. At 30 seconds to go, Brayshaw gets an unbelievably unlucky delivery out of bounds. And I said to Guthrie, just all you got to do is not kick it on the full. If you kick it on the full, I'll be fuming. And what does he do? I'll play on. It gets rushed, and then he kicks it out on the full. He kicks so many footies out on the full. It's our home deck, and we can't even execute on our home ground. And then it's 50. It might have been a bit of a stiff 50, but I just knew something terrible was going to happen in the last minute just with the way we're playing. We didn't deserve to win with the way we played. And then Stanley made a terrible decision again to try and go back on the goal line. Lever was always going to kick it low to the top of the square. It was always going, stay on your man. Don't give Gawn a chance. He's had a shot after the siren before against us. Why give him another chance? Stay on your man. They're not like you, Geelong. Just bomb it long and hope for the best. And then what the hell is Henderson doing the forward line, crashing into Jeremy Cameron? That cost us the game. Cameron would have got it, snapped around the body, and stemmed the flow. Instead, another chance gone Rui. Another chance just gone missing there. So much of it was just the last quarter. Our inability, our midfielders just got absolutely demolished. And our back line, is only as good as the midfield and forward pressure. And, it's just such a stupid loss and so preventable. We could have had potentially a home final GMHBA, make our life a bit easier. But nah, Geelong always have to make everything so freaking hard. I need a punching bag right now. I'm so animated. I can't this is one of the worst losses you could ever watch. It was, you couldn't watch the game. It was painful. It was honestly so painful. I've carried on like an absolute clown. We'll go through the numbers. Geelong, more of the footy. Oh, gosh. Inside 50s, we usually keep teams to 40 or so, but because we suck in the midfield in the last term, 56 for the D's, 49 for ourselves. Neither side was super efficient inside 50. Feels like any team that plays Geelong has one-on-ones whenever it goes forward, but then whenever it goes to our side, we always have, 1,000 defenders there somehow. D's won the clearances, and I'm 100% chance they won the contested ball. And they didn't. Even contested footy. Couldn't win it. Couldn't touch the footy in the final term. It was literally just no one could stand up and just take a mark and take a moment. Isaac Smith also had a moment where he could have just taken it on and actually had to go, but he just the coaching is just be conservative. Don't try and win the game. Try and save it. Saving it loses games every time. Seen it too often. That's not going to win you a premiership, Chris. It is not going to win you a flag. And if you want to win one, something needs to change. Uncontestable a win that they're 106 marks to 87, and definitely the D's got plenty in the final term. Led for a good portion of the game, but failed late. D's had more tackles. Tackles inside 50 was just an absolute demolition on the Demons front, so good on them for the pressure. I'm going to go through the players as quick as I can, just get this review done and dusted. So disappointed, guys, honestly. I'll give Selwood a 3. He had 28, kicked a goal, 6 tackles, 6 clearances, only gained 200 metres. That's not ideal. But I thought Joel really tried and really cracked in hard, and yeah, played a solid role. He loves playing at GMHBA. I'll give Henderson 2 votes. He had a stack of the footy. He was a leading possession getter for most of the game, which is bizarre. Maybe a bit of indictment on the midfield. He had 24, 15 marks, gained a bit over 500 metres. So, look, he played a good game and didn't go off. But what I didn't like was, why is he running into Jeremy Cameron not switched on? Why is he up forward? Why is Hawkins at full back? What is going on? Hawkins has kicked 4 and he's playing full back. And speaking of which, I'll give Hawkins 1 vote. He kicked 4. He loves playing the Ds. Took 5 marks. And a bit of a goal assist in there. But, mentioned Henderson and Selwood off the top. Guthrie had 30, but a shocking turnover at the end. He arguably cost us the game with that disposal, and, not good enough. Smith was, solid. He always takes a lot of marks and decent drive, but take the game on, mate. Take it on when, we need a goal. We haven't scored for 40 minutes. You need to get something on the board. Managola was okay. I felt like he was slow at times, but he didn't use the ball well, actually. Tackles, 22 touches. So, he would have been a chance for a vote, actually. And, I like the way he went about it. Reece, I nearly could have given him a vote as well, but when the opposite ruckman kicks the winning goal and absolutely destroys you in the last quarter when it really counts, he played a great game up until, probably 2.5, 3 quarters, and just got monstered in the final term. So, I mean, it was a good game, but it's just bad taste at the end. Danger kicked a really good goal from 60, had 23, 6 clearances, so he was good. But, again, he went missing in the last quarter. And speaking of missing, what the heck is Delwood, Dangerfield and Selwood doing on the bench? It felt like they were off the ground forever, and at the most crucial time of the season too. So how do you get that wrong? Everything just went wrong in that final term. Like everything, not one thing went right. It was just bizarre. Just unbelievable. Blitzars was okay with 14. Did a decent job down back. Holmes loves a handball. Gets a bit of the footy. He's a nice kick. Henry wasn't too bad with 14. Atkins just gets pinged all the time and doesn't realise he can't break tackles. Still doesn't get it after all this time. Kolajasny is not too shabby for 15. O'Connor got 15. He's not bad, but he's struggling a little bit. I think he's been thrown in the midfield, and now he's been thrown down back where he belongs. Jeremy Cameron wasn't too bad with 2 goals, 2 hit the post, which, again, just like another moment that he kicked 9 times out of 10, but when the pressure's on, the catch just wilter every freaking time. Sam Simpson I think he had 1 good kick from memory, and then again a key moment in the last quarter, he just fumbles and he falls over. I can't see Melbourne fumbling and falling over. What the heck's going on? Come on. Rowan did a decent job. I felt 2 goals, 8 disposals. He doesn't obviously get a lot of it, but high impact player when he hits the scoreboard, and a nice kick from Jeremy Cameron to get that goal through. Myers, again, in the 3rd quarter when we were absolutely dominating the game, he had 2 chances and even in the last quarter, he had a kick inside. 3 kicks that could have ended up in 3 goals, and just missed all those targets. And it's just so frustrating. This is why you got to take your chances, because even if crazy comebacks do occur, you can sort of find your way around it. Honestly, guys, how I'm still alive is beyond me, to be honest. So I don't think we'll get some visibility just yet, but I'll figure out the fixture at the end of it. I'm very interested to see Scotty's presser. If he sugarcoats it, I'll throw up. Honestly, just had so many games this year where we've had multiple goals kicked against us in a row, just not being able to stem the flow, and just not having our leaders being able to stand up and say, "Hang on, this is not happening on our watch." And we definitely lacked that in the last quarter. We lacked composure, we lacked class, and this is where you go, oh, where's Mitch Duncan? Where's Tui? Where are these guys that sort of have a cool head and actually transition out of the back line with good success? So I think this is nearly my most fired up review outside of the round 3 game against West Coast in 2018. So if you want to see me get really fired up, I think I've got quite animated in that one. Then West Coast went on to win the flag, but we were 15 points up in the final term. Unlikely sort of outcome, and then Eagles kicked 6 goals in 6 minutes or something, like 6 goals in 7 minutes or whatever it was. And yeah, it was just a crazy result. But yeah, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I feel like I have, just with what but I'm just sick of seeing Geelong lose in this manner, and they shouldn't have lost from 44 points down. They've had a pretty mediocre month going into finals, and you just know they've made it tougher for themselves. They had everything going for them, and it's a game they just shouldn't have lost before the game, and 44 points up, they just shouldn't have lost. It's just like, I don't know. It's like the opposite of someone winning Test Lotto twice, honestly. But yeah, I know we'll definitely give a good red hot crack against Port, but can I trust us, to wilt under the pressure again and be able to combat against what Port Adelaide will bring? Because they're in amazing form, and there's no real blueprint to being in amazing form and winning finals. But yeah, I mean, Geelong could still have won the last 4 games of the year comfortably and still lose a final. So there's no blueprint. But it'll be Port Adelaide Oval, and they'll go in as favourites, and I'd be pretty comfortable as a Port fan. They got it done last year. We've got a great record against Port. Beat them there earlier this year, but doesn't matter in finals. They seem to go up a notch, and yeah. I just think we're a great chance to win, but if I'm putting percentages and money on it, and who I think will win, it'll be Port Adelaide. Roaring home crowd, in probably the best form in the comp at the moment. So yeah, yeah, Geelong just find a way. If they win the flag from here, well done, and I didn't have to go that angry, but yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed my anger. I had to get it out somehow. So, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Like if you enjoyed hearing me rant and rave and yell and scream. Yeah, subscribe, tap the bell, all that good stuff. Thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you guys on the next video.